Effing Chris Kreider had 2 goals last night. One was a short holder. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. And by the way, your boy Jack Hughes over at the Devils is off to a great start, too. He's got 2 goals last night as well. So hockey's all good right now. At least we got some winning teams.
Yeah.
At least for the moment. So everything's good in that regard. And I have to tell you, watching going back and forth between the football game and the hockey game last night, the football game was a tough watch. The Broncos are a tough watch. Russell Wilson's a tough watch. I mean, what Sean Payton did at the end of the first half, I don't know if you saw this, but what he did at the end of the first half, they had just completed they just had a third down, and they were going to punt to the Chiefs. Sean Payton, after third down is over, calls timeout, thinking that it was second down. And this is a guy who, before the season, said that he was inheriting the worst coach team in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
You have got to be absolutely crapping me that this happened last night on Thursday Night Football, and Sean Payton took ownership of the mistake, but that mistake is so basic. It's like Zach Wilson at the end of the first half last week. It's so basic that that things like this can never happen, because it just really, the perception now around you and him, and I would just say is completely off the rails. And I saw that last night. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. And that kind of stuff drives me crazy. And it makes him look bad. It's embarrassing. And it also gives life to, I guess the anti-Sean Payton crowd, if you will.
Well, I mean, he made all the anti-Sean Payton guys, so many more of them with his comments.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it was just mind-boggling watching this last night.
Yeah, and Thursday Night Football, and I love football more than anything. I mean, I really, it's so far and away my favorite sport these days, but Thursday night games are just rough, man. They are just, when you get the team that's supposed to dazzle you more than most, than the Kansas City Chiefs, and the player who is the best in the league and the reigning Super Bowl champions, and you're watching a 19-8 division game on a Thursday night. It's tough. And you don't usually get a matchup with a team that's as exciting as the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday nights. Generally, it's 2 bad teams in the NFC South that are playing on Thursday nights, but it just was rough. I couldn't get into it last night.
I'm sorry, but there was something really exciting last night, because Taylor Swift wore her black miniskirt, a black, I guess, tank top. She looked great, and she had the Aaron Andrews windbreaker on. The Kansas City Chiefs' Aaron Andrews wear windbreaker on. That's very important. Very important to know that. They showed her about 50 times.
Wait, hold on. She was wearing Aaron Andrews' windbreaker?
Well, Aaron Andrews has a line of women's clothing.
Oh, okay.
And you can see that windbreaker. That's the Aaron Andrews collection.
Okay.
So she had the black miniskirt on, the black tank on, beautiful necklace. She and Brittany Mahomes have seemed to become fast friends now. They're hugging and everything. It was great. Just watching it. So awesome.
You know, the guys were right about this.
Yes.
Listening to the warm-up show this morning. This had no buzz last night. The Taylor Swift thing is now over. Nobody cared last night.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah, they
was
all
talking
care.
about
They
it.
still care.
No.
I care.
The football fans that were interested in it for a little bit are no longer interested in it. The Swifties, maybe, of course, but this was like a big talking point. Is she going to be there? Is she not going to be there? No one even really cared if she was there last night. It's over now. Overexposure.
I know, but Prime cared.
Overexposure.
I cared what she was wearing.
Remember when Chris Carlin went over to SNY and he was on every show?
Yes.
He was at Beer Money, Loud, every single show.
Good for him.
And I remember he said, I'm a little bit... I laughed at his face. I'm a little bit worried about overexposure. I said, you don't have to worry about overexposure, man. Just take every check you can get. Don't worry about it.
100%.
But in this situation, we got overexposure.
I can't get it.
Backfire.
Sorry
Backfire spot. You thought that everybody was going to like it, and you're making everybody turn on you.
You know why? Because she's obviously, rooting for her new boyfriend. And it's a big thing. And if you are an anti-Chiefs fan, which the Bronco fans are, of course, and everybody else in the league these days are, because this is now becoming the villain and the enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with Brittany Mahomes hugging her and everything else like that.
Yeah, I know. No one likes her.
Oh, it's just, I can't get enough of it. I hope it happens for the Super Bowl. That'd be great. And then Usher invite her out of the box, and she comes down and does a couple songs.
No, I can't see the two of them meshing. I know her music and his music. I don't think so.
I mean, but this is the beauty of music. It's the chicken soup for the soul.
on. Chicken soup for the soul?
Yes.
What are we talking about here?
Talk about music, bringing people together, that kind of thing. You said that the music doesn't match. Well, what we should do is we should have a wide range of music so everybody has a little something.
No. Usher does what he does, man. They asked him to do the halftime show. He's going to do what he does. That's it. He's not going to try to appeal to everybody. He's going to do what Usher does. It's going to be fun.
Wait, if the Chiefs are in the game, how many times do you think we'll reference her, and how many times do you think Jim and Tony will talk about it?
I'm telling you, by then, it's already losing steam. So by the Super Bowl,
why do you think it's losing steam?
Because I just know. Steam. I got, I have I got a barometer. I got a barometer.
You got radars. I
got built-in barometer. And I was thinking it last night, and then it was confirmed with the warm-up show. They didn't feel any buzz about it. And they are the buzz, no buzz.
The warm-up show goes to sleep at 7 o'clock at night. How do they know? Litmus test my ass.
They are the litmus test.
You could tell even just scanning social media. It's like, not interested anymore.
Right. I mean, Al didn't watch any of these games that she was at, but knew it was a big deal.
I'm saying, who cares whether he thinks it's a buzz or no buzz game?
Because all of us here, collectively, we... know what the audience likes and what is into and what's buzzworthy.
I thought Buzz, and I was very happy to see her, very happy, and she seems to be very fulfilled these days. I just can't wait for the music to come out about all of this.
About the breakup and everything else?
Well, whether it be a breakup or whether it be a happy ending.
Yeah, I do think they're going to get married. I do believe that. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just hot taking this to get Chicken Parm Lou to put out a story about it on WFAN.com. I actually
attribute it to somebody else.
I think they're actually going to get married. I do believe that.
Really? Happy ending.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Happy ending.
I'm not going to say that they're going to stay married, but I actually believe that they are going to get married.
If they do get married, where do you think they get married? Do you think it's like he's an Ohio kid, right? And
they got to go some. It's got to be
Pennsylvania.
They got to go some private island somewhere and just invite close family and friends. It'd be crazy. The paparazzi would be crazy for that. But it would have to be some secret location somewhere in, like, I don't know, Mykonos or something, on a rock somewhere.
Is it Meghan and Harry? Is that who got married?
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Yeah.
Would it be as big as that?
No,
she come in a chariot or something?
It can't be as big as that.
Really?
They do the whole thing. They trot out all those royals and everything. It takes forever. It can't be as big as that.
I mean, we kicked the crap out of the king and his army.
I know.
Many, many years ago, and now we sit here and celebrate the crap?
I mean, it would be big, but we don't celebrate it. They celebrate it.
Just people
You're just talking about like a world thing.
Did you just
celebrate.
go Revolutionary War beef?
Yeah.
We fought alongside them in 2 world wars.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going back when we hated the king. We hated the whole monarchy thing. Our ancestors.
I know. I understand. By the way, Russell Wilson, he might be worse than Zach Wilson.
Oh.
And I understand he had some good first halves, and we were talking about his numbers yesterday. This guy, he is like, he forgot how to be Russell Wilson.
They ended up with less than 200 yards total offense.
What did he throw for, like 80-something?
93 yards. He had a tough night. I was telling you yesterday that Steve Spagnuolo's defense has actually been playing pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have to win Super Bowls, and since Chris Jones came back, they've been very, very good.
Plus, their offense, it's putting up yards. It's just not great. And 4th down last night killed them.
And that Broncos defense.
3rd down, excuse me.
Broncos defense coming into this game was absolutely miserable. And they were okay in the red zone as the Chiefs had to settle for a bunch of field goals. But it was funny because Russell Wilson, I heard post-game, he does this whole thing about, the offense, coming into this game, we've been pretty good. So, like, it almost felt like he was saying that they had lost games because of the defense. But then quickly he turned. He was like, but it's on me. It's on me. And I take responsibility. It's on me. It starts with me. But, yeah, Broncos country, let's ride. Yep, that's a team everybody's rooting against. Everybody's rooting against the Broncos because Russell Wilson, nobody likes him, and no one likes Sean Payton. And if Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes don't watch out, everybody's going to be rooting against them too. They are teetering. They are teetering on the edge.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson going in the Hall of Fame when he's done?
Oh, man. I hate a Hall of Fame discussion.
I know you do, but
this is an interesting
something for
one.
You to ponder.
Hell, if he had won that second Super Bowl and didn't have that miserable ending with Malcolm Butler, I would say he'd be a lock. But because of that, I'm going to say no.
Is Eli Manning going?
God, man. I think he is. Yeah, I think he is.
So why would Russell Wilson be going?
Eli had 2 Super Bowls. He had 1-2, didn't just make it to 2. He won 2.
I'm sure Giant fans would like to weigh in on this, Al.
Yeah, let's not do this.
It doesn't look like Daniel Jones is going to play on Sunday night.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, Tyrod Taylor up there, Brian Daboll.
Revenge spot.
I think I'd rather have it. Honestly, if I'm a Giants fan, I think I'd rather have Tyrod Taylor healthy going up there against Buffalo with Brian Daboll than I would Daniel Jones and a 60% neck.
Really?
No?
I
No?
Look, if he's not 100% or 95%, don't play.
Exactly.
I mean, if he is okay to go, then go ahead and go up there and play. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know it shouldn't count with the Hall of Fame thing, not to get into this too much, but I really do believe that, when you play your career with one team, you win championships with those two teams and everybody likes you.
Yes.
It's different than what's going on with Russell Wilson. Like, that should be a factor.
I don't think so.
As opposed to the team that he won with hates his guts. His new team doesn't like him, and now he's completely falling apart. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. It really comes down to a likability factor, like you said.
Yeah.
And I like both players. I think Russell.
You don't like Russell Wilson, do you?
I think what he's turned into is kind of a goofy situation. But,
yes, it is a goofy situation.
I do like him, though. I do appreciate what he has accomplished as a player. Of course, you have to respect ultimately, the high ends of his career as well as kind of criticize the low ends, which is where he is right now.
Yeah. Now, do you think that this line with Daniel Jones trending in the not playing direction has changed at all for Sunday night? Because that's a real indicator of what the world thinks of a quarterback and what the books think of a quarterback.
Right.
So it was, 14? And now it's 14.5. So Daniel Jones is worth a half a point.
Well, there you go. Let me just give you this. So Eli Manning played in 236 games. And Russell Wilson's played in 178 games. Eli Manning is 117.
Yeah.
All time.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, 109, 68, and 1.
That's a good winning percentage.
It's a hell of a good winning percentage, yeah. Eli has completed 60% of his passes. Russell, 64% of his passes. Pass attempts, yards per attempt, 7.8 for Russell, 7.0 for Eli. Passes per game, Eli's got him there, 241 versus 234. Pass TDs, Eli's got 366, Russell's got 319. All right, so there you have it.
All right, I changed my opinion. Put them both in. They're both going in. They're not staying out. They're both going in.
Yeah.
Eli Manning, Russell Wilson.
They both have had a lot of success in the biggest moments, and they're both going to end up going in.
Yep, that's right. First ballot stuff, you think? First ballot, second ballot, first ballot?
I guess it all depends on who's on the ballot with them.
Yeah.
And by the way, Russell's obviously got many years at least 2 more years to play.
Does he?
It may not be with Denver, but I think, the money's going to be there, and somebody will maybe take a flyer on him if it's for minimum money. I would think so.